This is a message for all of humanity. I ask you to please open your hearts to what's about to come. There is a change happening on this planet, and it is taking place as we speak. It is not a change that you can factor into your existence on the physical plane in the way that you might think. It's a change that comes from inside and shows on the outside. This change is a gradual change. It's like a ripple effect. It starts with reprogramming all of your thoughts, beliefs, and past memories. Then living your life from your true purpose. Allowing your soul to take front seat in your life and guide you and deliver you out of whatever circumstances that are plaguing your life. You might look at me and think I've had it easy, but it's the opposite. I've been through a lot, and these days I am on a path of ease and grace, and the way I've accomplished that is through manifestation. And the way that has worked for me, believe it or not, is daily meditation practice, which is done an hour a day. The first thing in the morning, I have a shower, then I meditate for an hour, and before I go to bed, I meditate for an hour as well. There are different meditations. The morning meditation, I'm basically working with angels, and I'm working with my spirit team and guides. And these days, I not only do affirmations, I clean my chakras, I do affirmations, and basically I re-energize my energy body. So I work with colors, I'm working with harmonics and tones, which I produce with my voice. I just get guided now to do that. So it's pretty much, as you start meditating somewhere, doesn't matter where, you get guided. If you're open to hearing what is being delivered, then you will be guided through meditations. And working with colors really helps with different rays. Working with sounds really helps. And basically what you're doing, in effect, you're cleaning your energy body. So as you go about your day, you basically picking up things from other people. You're picking up their feelings, their thoughts, their beliefs, their emotions. Even if they've walked past a shopping mall or a tree or something, they've left their energy there, because everything is energy. So as you go about your day, you're collecting all this and you take it to bed with you. And there are a few ways of cleansing your entire energy body. You can just isolate and release the energy. That's one way of doing it. There are ways of just raising your frequency through and opening your heart and releasing the energy too. Silent meditation is one of them. I personally, with my silent meditation, I sit with crystals. I like my crystals. They assist me with connecting to the higher realms a lot easier, but some people don't need that. So everyone's different, but I sit there and close my eyes, and then basically my spirit team pass on messages, and I get downloads, and information gets put into me, and my body gets re-energized. So that's silent meditation, and it's very simple to do, and it doesn't take long, but you will know. You go into a very deep state of relaxation during it. But the most important thing that I've been taught about silent meditation is, first of all, you have to make time for it. Start 20 minutes a day. And second, you've got to go into receivership. It's not about so much reaching up and out and, pushing your roots into the ground and connecting to the light above. It's more about just relaxing and focusing on your breath, or focusing on your thoughts. Just one thing, just focus on one thing and just relax into it. And basically you learn to still your mind, and you will hear your thoughts and memories come up and leave, but you just let them pass. And that's very cleansing. So what's happening is, as you're just going into your still I am presence, which is connecting to your soul, all your thoughts and memories are leaving your energy body and all the things from the day. So if you've had a stressful day and you sit down even for 20 minutes and you do this silent meditation, I just use my breath. I put on a bit of background music if I wish to. I have my crystals there because they assist me, and I do that. I just do my breathing and I relax and I go into receivership. And sometimes it'll take longer than 20 minutes. It'll take as long as it takes. When you've reached that level where you just feel your vibration has increased significantly and you're a different place. So that is great to do every day. Obviously walking in nature is fantastic. That also re-energizes your body, getting out in the sun, all those things. And the other thing, as I say, I love to cleanse my energy body, because as you pick things up from the day, it's so important to remove it. Like, otherwise you're taking that with you. It basically becomes a part of you. You're like a sponge. All of us are. Whether we're aware of it or not, we're sponges and we absorb everything from other people in our environment. So, if you don't go home and cleanse your energy body, what you're really doing is absorbing whatever it is you've experienced that day and taking it with you and making it your own. And it may not be for your highest good. And I may be doing this as slowly as I possibly can, but I know that what I'm doing is effective. So I'm not going super fast with what I'm doing, but it's effective. And what it is every energy I pick up during the day, I release it. So I get to choose my life. I get to choose my affirmations. I get to choose my beliefs. I get to choose my thoughts. I get to choose my life and my direction. And I get to manifest it. I get to live it every day. And basically what manifests is your subconscious. So if you can't get your subconscious clear, then you are not going to be able to manifest what you want or the life that you want. And one very powerful thing I've come across is trance meditations. There is plenty available online. I suffer from anxiety and PTSD. So for me, I've been doing a lot of trance meditations, and they're extremely beneficial. So as someone who meditates as well as doing trance meditations, what I've found is if I have something that shocks me or triggers me and triggers my PTSD, for instance, I will become ungrounded. It's as simple as that. Some event will happen, it'll push a trigger on me, and I'll become ungrounded. And then I find the trance meditations, I can also go into a silent meditation during those, but I go and I do that the minute I'm ungrounded, the minute I'm triggered. And what I find that it does for me is I can feel it working in my subconscious. It's very interesting because I am literally doing a silent meditation. I put in the audio track, I close my eyes, and it's working on my subconscious. I'm not consciously listening to the same words again and again. I don't want to, I'm sick of it. But at the same time, it's doing its thing, and I can feel my energy body shift and everything go back into the program or into the alignment that is in the audio tracks. I have about 3 I listen to, and I switch them, and I do it now whenever I need to. It's not something I do all the time, I just do whenever I feel I need it. Otherwise, I have my silent meditations and my chakra cleaning work. But, I'm sharing this with you because that's how powerful the subconscious is. If I didn't put on these audio tracks, which reprogrammed my subconscious, then I would be ungrounded and I'd be jumping at things and things would just be clashing and not flowing. And if I can program my subconscious, and you can do it with affirmations as well, as you drift off to sleep, that's probably when I work on my subconscious more than anything. It's incredibly powerful because you wake up the next day and you're living your program, you're living your affirmations, you're living your dreams, you're living whatever that it is that you've fallen asleep to. And I don't think enough people realize this. So I'm just sharing this information because this year is going to be quite a bumpy ride. It's going to be up and down all over the place, but basically we're coming into a place now where we are asked to go more into our hearts and open our heart centers, and we have to do this together. And I feel part of opening the heart is dealing with all the things that we have locked away there, and things we have oppressed and things we've refused to acknowledge in ourselves. A lot of people don't want to face their shadows. A lot of people don't want to know, and that's how we live our lives. But if you can take what comes up for you every day, or as often as you can, like whatever emotions come up, and sit with them and feel them and understand them and release them, that is shadow work. And that you're going really far. And those emotions, they're actually coming from your subconscious. Just to give a bit of an example. So say for instance, I had some, I don't know. I'll think of something. Okay, so say I have a wound from my childhood, and it's something that is in my subconscious, and I've been living with it for years, and it hasn't bothered me too much, but as the energies increase on our planet, it's coming up to be resolved, and it's mild. It's not a heavy wound, it's just a program. So the program would be something, say, along the lines of, say, good one. Okay, giving away my power to other people. That was a big one, and collectively it's one too. So say as a child, I was heavily controlled and I always gave away my power. And I'm not talking about in romantic relationships, I'm talking about in general, just someone who gives away my power way too much. So I'm aware of this wound, and more recently with my intuition and abilities, I've tuned in, and it's one of my wounds that I have actually released, but something I was working on, and it comes up in different ways, or it came up in different ways. So basically, let's take that one. And it's sort of a program that gets clicked in, under certain circumstances. It just clicks in, and I all of a sudden give away my power without thinking. So something like that lives in the subconscious, and you can live with it, but it can also be released. So again, going back over what I said, to release something like that, you would basically go into like a silent meditation, and you'd feel it coming up, as I did. So you'd feel it coming up, then you'd basically have to go into it and understand what it is, and basically the memories, the thoughts that come up with it, you basically work through them. And you can journal things, you can work it out that way. You can do meditations that release it. They're on my Facebook page, how to basically, also silent meditation, and then you specifically go to that thought and that belief, that memory, and you isolate and release it. But what you're doing, you're basically going into your subconscious, and you're addressing that exact program, that exact wound, that exact thing that was put in you that isn't serving you any longer, and you're going in and you're working through it. And once you worked through it and you shone the light on it, this is your shadow self. This is exactly what shadow work is all about. You go in, you shine the light, and go, oh, okay, I did this. For instance, I gave away my power because in my childhood, my mother was heavily controlling, and she put me in situations where I was always giving away my power to please her. So therefore, it's a habit. It's a learned dysfunctional behavior pattern of, I will give away my power, therefore my mother will be happy and love me. So things like that. Now that I understand that, and understand that it's completely dysfunctional, I am able to release it, and I'm able to put in the correct program that should be there, which is to stand in my own power and be true to myself. And where the new programs come in is, again, through the silent meditation. It comes in from your higher self. You don't necessarily need someone to help you with this. Of course, there are gifted healers out there that can assist, and they do amazing jobs, but your higher self can pass on those programs to you, because there's a blueprint of you up in the heavens, if you like, your perfect DNA blueprint that comes down every time you meditate. So it comes down in fragments and soul fragments. So basically, say you released this heavy control, giving away your power thing from your subconscious during the meditation. The next thing that's going to be downloaded into you from your spirit team and from your higher self, more likely, is what should be in its place. The version of a healthy program. And it just comes down, and you know what it is, and it just takes up that space where it belongs. And that's basically shadow work. And I suppose I'm sharing this with you all because it's taken me a long time to get my head around how all of this works, and I've gone to a lot of healers myself, but I'm starting to really see it now. So my psychic abilities, as they grow, I'm able to see things multidimensionally, and I'm able to see how this works. So I understand it's totally the subconscious, and you can access your subconscious through meditation. And of course there are other people that can assist, and tools and meditations and things, but you can also do it yourself. And it's not, I don't want it to be difficult. I want people to feel like this is a beautiful opportunity to release all their past hurts and pains as the energies increase on the planet. I mean, think of it like you have an opportunity to release those thoughts and memories and experiences that didn't do you any justice. And as the energies increase, that's where you just shine the light on it, and you give it back. You can give it back to God if you like, give it back to the light, just release it, just understand it. Once you get your head around it, once you go into it and you understand and you accept, sometimes you have to forgive, it releases. And of course, please, by all means, I mean, this is a form of prayer and meditation too. Like, you can call on your gods, on angels, you can call on your spirit team, light beings. They actually all come in and assist. So this is possible. And I shift things for myself every day, or whatever comes up when it comes up. If I have something very, very deep that needs shifting, I will go to see a healer to get assistance with that. And Emdr Therapy is very similar to what healers do. I found it incredible. I've had a few sessions, and they basically, but the same way, they work through your memories, through your thoughts, and they release them. So they're doing subconscious work for you. And healers do the same. So I find that really incredible. So, you can pay hundreds of dollars to see other people, or find the right person to work with, or work with friends, but you can do it for yourself too. And I think that's the message I want to pass on here. As time goes on, and people all around you, I guess, embrace the changes. And not everyone will. Everyone's got a different life journey and purpose, but generally speaking, this is the opportunity we're given. And it doesn't have to be like tedious and boring, which is what I was thinking initially. Like, I didn't want to meditate so much, and I didn't want to do all this inner work. I was thinking, why and how? But now I'm understanding it doesn't have to be a task. It can be enjoyable. Like, if you wake up in the morning, like me, and you have a shower, that's nice, and then you end up just sitting down and meditating. Like, I do an hour in the morning, but you could do half an hour. It's really enjoyable. Like, you basically put yourself in a good mood. I do gratitude work as well in the morning. I do like little things, as I've been taught. Don't make it big. Like, maybe I do 5 things, but they're all little. So if I do 2 or 3 and the phone rings or something, or I have to, do something, I have to stop what I'm doing, I can stop. I can do a couple of things, stop, get back to it. It's flexible. But most important thing is that if I do my hour in the morning, I feel amazing. I really set myself up for the day. So instead of feeling whatever energies I collected last night, or in my dream state, or from the previous day, they're gone. It's like a clean slate. Every single morning I wake up, I shower, and then I spiritually shower. I release all this. So I feel my best every single day, and I can give my best every single day. And that's incredible. Even if I had 4 hours sleep, if I do a very deep meditation in the morning, it's like I had 8 hours sleep. That's another beautiful thing. I suffered from sleep deprivation for years, and meditation just kept me going. Believe it or not, it somehow restored my body, because I wasn't able to restore myself during my sleep state properly. So that's another way of looking at it. But I think it's an amazing opportunity that everyone has now, and just want to share that. And as time goes on, things will change significantly, and I think it's important to start doing little daily practices, and they could be really, really simple, like what I mentioned, and then later on, basically doing the release of emotions, but they should be done when they come up. So I mean, again, it'll be different for different people, different parts of the day, but if something's come up, it's good to sit with it and deal with it and release it. And I think my reason for sharing this is so many people are not tuned into their emotions. They go about their day and something happens and they feel something and they just keep going, and they just like, they're busy, their minds are busy, they got busy days. But I don't think we're not designed to live our lives in that way. I mean, to be perfectly honest, we're designed to probably work 6 hours a day, not 8 hours a day. We're designed to have time for our family and friends and recreational activities. They're designed to connect with others. And we're designed to have heart and heart connection, soul and heart connection with others as well, not just live on a mental plane of existence. And if you keep not feeling your feelings and dealing with things, you just become this person who's not in alignment. I don't know how else to say it, but you know, I've seen people whose emotions get the better of them months later, years later. Oh my God, I felt this. Oh my God, I thought that. And even me, I'm guilty of that too. But if you just stop and you feel your emotions like daily, it doesn't happen. You know what you feel. You know where you're going. You just instinctively know whether something feels right or something feels wrong. It's so important to let your emotions be present, and for you to acknowledge them and to know what you're feeling, you know. And then the next part of the mastery comes with your mind. If you don't have control over your thoughts, you don't have control over your emotions. And again, people react a lot. I'm guilty too. But the way I deal with reactions is, again, I sit down and I go into my feelings and I understand why I'm feeling and I deal with my feelings. Therefore, I can stop a reaction. I have the ability to stop my thoughts, trade all thought. I have the ability to stop my reactions. And worst case scenario, you know, go for a walk, go for a run, whatever you need to do, take time out to think. It's important to think. But, you know, this is what people, again, are not making time for. You know, it's like they're so busy and distracted, everyone's forgetting that, you know, to stay in tune within you is the most important thing, because then this is the art of, you know, being in alignment, the art of manifesting the life that you want. So basically, in conclusion, I've gone on for a while here, but in conclusion, this is I'm explaining to you how to manifest. I'm explaining to you how to clear your energy body, how to raise your vibration, and how to deal with things in your subconscious, and even put affirmations in there so you can manifest the life you want. And it doesn't have to be massive manifestations, like little steps at a time. And, you know, you just sort of get a feel for it and it starts to work for you. So, you know, instead of living a life that you feel you're a victim of, a life that, you know, pushes you around, you get to create the life that you want to live for yourself. That's what I'm sharing with you, how it's done. And you basically start somewhere small and feel into it. Somewhere small would be, okay, if you have a job to go to through the day, then you manifest, you know, to have a good day at work or for something particular to happen that day. But you can do it through your beliefs and your affirmations, through your faith, and through programming your subconscious. I mean, the biggest part of all of this is to have faith. You have to believe it. And anything good that's ever happened to me has happened because I believed in it. I believed in it with all my heart and mind and soul. Things don't just happen. They happen because of your faith. They happen because you manifest it to happen. Whether it's good or bad, but preferably good. And of course, if you want to talk about why bad things happen to good people, that's karma. I've had that to deal with, and it wasn't my own. I've taken on other people's karma. I've had family karma, collective karma. There was some that was definitely my own as well, but basically we can take on karma from our relatives, from our family, from friends, from past partners. I mean, heck, it goes on. So karma is a big one, why bad things happen to good people. And that can be worked through, or it can be also released. Again, there's just a pile of lessons that need to be learned. So I'm gonna leave it there, and yes, please take on board what I've shared with you. I felt a really strong calling today to sit down and pass this message on to everybody. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, but this is it, and please take it on board. Thank you.